MODELMIND72 coming straight at you out of the Wicked Wizard garage with a finished monster experiment. This was the AMT USA 1 monster truck combined with the Revell California Wheel 66 Chevy El Camino to give us the one and only Hellcamino. That's right, Hellcamino. Finished and part of the 2015 lineup. Of course, any little details that will be added later on It's my hazmat man, because in the post-apocalyptic future, we understand that you're probably going to be having to breathe oxygen from a tank because the air is going to be so polluted. So this is a behind-the-scenes episode of the Hellcamino, and we're going to speak about our journey through this build. First off, combining the kit bash of the the monster truck chassis with the 66 El Camino body was it was wonderful experience. A lot of weathering on the chassis and everything. See if I can get a little bit of that action for you. A lot of time went into weathering the chassis. We got scratch built front and rear bumpers, which are made out of sprue, actually. I'm always trying to figure out ways to use the sprues, recycle the sprues in builds. And these scratch built tube bumpers were just absolutely great sprue experiment with there. Sometimes I'll build a sprue frame for like the cream coffin. You can go back and check out that build. That was a very interesting take on spruage. So of course we got the LS engine up in there with some scratch built induction. I do have a little extra gas can. I might put some, like I said, when I talk about the extra doodads, we'll fill up the bed with a lot of different things here and there. I might add some type of cage here too. It just, the possibilities are endless. Just because you put them on the shelf doesn't mean they're finished. We all know that. But this right here is where I'm leaving it for now. Let's see if I can get it into. Yeah, so the Hellcamino is done for now. The Chevy body. The Chevy body in this kit is actually going to go for another build, which I'm pretty going to be starting here pretty soon, because I've always loved that body. I built it a long time ago, and it's the same one. So I'm going to get started on that project. the El Camino engine and wheels and components and all that stuff probably going to end up in other builds too. So great example of how, you know, kit bashing can go from, you know, you can just get a lot of different variations. I speak a lot about variations on builds, and you can build a car, the same model, you know, in several different variations of the same kit, which always keeps the hobby you know, interesting. You know, say you do a gasser, you know, one time, and then you do like a post-apocalyptic, you know, monster. There you go. The variations are endless. We do have the shotgun gear shift, which I think is very post-apocalyptic. We went with the gloss black. I was going to weather it up a little bit more, but I'm thinking, you know, throughout here and there, I'm sure that it can. This is kind of like post-apocalyptic when they just built it, you know what I mean? And so it's got a little bit of usage, but say they just put some new tires on it, you know, the rims are a little weathered, but say they just put a new set of rubber on it, and you know, they're just heading out, you know, to find whatever type of survival gear and you know, water, food, things like that. So Hellcamino is finished. Comment, rate, subscribe, leave comments what you think about this beast. Alright, this is MODELMIND72 saying thank you to all. Big shout out to all my new subscribers, and a big shout out to all my hardcore MODELMIND72 subscribers. This build's been wonderful. I'm so honored to be able to actually bring a finished product to the screen. You know, most of my builds are so in depth that they take years to complete. So one thing that I've tried to work on is to start building models quicker, you know, and coming up with different techniques that actually gets them done quicker, and concepts, you know, like you don't have to open the doors and the trunk, you know, to every car. I mean, that takes a lot of time, you know. So, you know, any little things that you can do to get a build done and get it to the channel is definitely the way to go. I don't want to, you know, judge up the old debate about quality versus quantity, but it, you know, it is out there and it has its place. But every build that I put on the channel, I do, you know, want to believe that, you know, it's good quality, you know. So I'm not trying to just throw things, you know, on the channel just to have finished products, you know. When things get done, they get done. There's no time limit on my builds, you know, and I suggest, you know, any and all modelers to not put a time limit on yourself. Even, you know, this one, it's finished as far as what I'm doing with it at this moment, but I can always, you know, grab it off the shelf in the future and, you know, weather it up some more or add some more apparatuses. You know, I was watching a video the other day and someone was saying, yeah, you know, I want to add this and add that. Yeah, you can always go back and add stuff, you know. So this one right here, the Hellcamino, was definitely a great little quick build for me, and so much fun, guys. Just so much fun. Had so much fun building this one. So this is MODELMIND72 saying peace and love to all, and you know, rock on, build strong. I'm out of here with the post-apocalyptic Hellcamino.